What's up, everybody? What up, gang? Yes, up, Donna Miller. Hello. Hey, Rebecca from Portland. What's up, Bex? Mark Anthony, I see you, brother. Thanks for joining, everyone. What's good? Pull up, you guys. Pull up. Let's go. It is week 16. We got a show to do. Mark says you look well. Thank you, Mark. Appreciate you, man. Hope you've been well as yourself. Alan, what's up, Alan? Says just saying hello. Keep up the good work from Wolverhampton. Thank you for the love from Wolverhampton, my guy. Appreciate that. Sylvie says hi, Jamal. Hi, Sylvie. How are you doing? Donna says your skin is so clear. Do you think so? I appreciate that. I haven't thought about that. Thank you. Appreciate that. Charlene says good luck this week, Jamal. Muscle emoji. Thank you, Charlene. Yeah, we'll see how it goes. I'm not too sure what the number's going to be. But we're gonna find out real soon. Everybody pull up, everybody pull up. We started a little bit early today, so I'm gonna give it some time. But yeah, hope everybody's had a great week. Hope you've had a productive week. Hope you guys, if you're on your own weight loss journeys or any type of journey really, where you're trying to achieve a goal, I hope this week has been a successful stepping stone towards that goal. Yasmin says, excited to see the progress today. Yeah, let's see what happens. Last week was, what was it? 456.8. Let me double check that. The pound, the weight last week, I think it was, yeah, 456.8 pounds last week. So hoping to beat that today. Hoping to not go up or stay the same. But yeah, we'll see. Welcome, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Just had 36 people jump in real quick. So everybody, wherever you're from, I want you to post it down below. Wherever you're watching from, post it in the chat below. I want to know where you guys are at. Represent your state or your city or your neighborhood. Let me know where you guys are watching from. I am from lovely England right now, is where I'm streaming from. Good old North England, where the sun doesn't shine very much and the clouds stay grey. But where are you guys watching from? That's what I want to know. We got Joe from West Yorkshire. What up, Joe Summer? Thanks for joining the stream. We got Sylvie from London representing. Where else is everyone watching from? Where you guys at, man? Where you guys at? I know not everybody's from the England. Where you guys at, bro? Talk to me. You got somebody, you got a language I don't understand. You got Glenn from Scotland and Yasmin from sunny Surrey, UK. Tia from Missouri. We got someone from Wroclaw, Pilski. Not sure where Pilski is. Is that Russia or something? Somewhere around there. Yeah, looks like we're global today. We got Richard from South England. A lot of British folks today, guys. Let's go. Looks like the algorithm's popping in the UK. Thank you, YouTube. We got Donna from Indiana, USA. Thanks for joining the stream, Donna. Okay, we got someone from Poland. Okay, I got you. So we got someone from Poland as well. That's awesome. Thanks for joining all the way from Poland. Appreciate the support. We got Penguin from US, but in Switzerland right now. That's dope. Final says, did I miss the weigh-in? Nope, you are perfectly on time because the stream is about to begin right now. Welcome everyone to week 16 of Jamal Get Right's live weigh-in series. It's the 16th week that we're doing this, and I haven't missed a single week, and I don't plan to. So if you don't know, my starting weight was 536 pounds, and my weight as of last week was 456.8 pounds. So in 15 weeks, I lost almost 80 pounds. And my goal is to get to around 200 to 230 pounds. Not sure where I'm going to stop. So let's just say 230 for now, which means there's a lot of work still to go. Despite all the progress, there's going to be a lot more weeks to come. So last week was 456.8. So we're looking to get below 456.8 today. Will I do it? I don't know. There's been weeks where I've lost weight, there's been weeks where I've gained weight, and there's been weeks where I've stayed the same. So it literally could be anything. But without further ado, and with that being said, I want you guys to now post your predictions in the chat. Remember, I was £456.8 last week, so predict what you think I'm going to weigh this week. I know you don't have a lot to go on, it's just something fun to do. Post your predictions in the chat. Let me know what you think. And while you do that, I'm going to get on the scales or get the camera set up for the scales. We're going to find out what I actually weigh for week 16. So post your predictions, guys. I'm going to get my camera set up and we're going to find out what today's weight is. Thanks for joining, everyone. Let's have a good show. Give me a couple minutes while I set up my camera. Also, super chats are on. Super chats and super stickers are activated. If you'd like to support the streamer in any way, you can drop a super chat or super sticker just to help me along my journey. You could also get merchandise here if you like this. It's a Get Right Gang hoodie. I did design this myself, and there's all different merch products you can get if you like it. If you want a hoodie for the winter or a t-shirt for the gym, the link is in the chat. It's pinned at the top, getrightgang.com. So if you want to support in that way too and have some fly merch, you can get yourself a Get Right Gang hoodie or t-shirt or mug or a bunch of other things. But yeah, appreciate you guys just being here regardless. Let's get set up. That is a little bit wonky. I'm going to use this footage later, so try and get it as accurate as possible. Thanks for joining, everyone. We've got 34 people today. It's a good number. Appreciate you guys all being here for week 16. All right, I'll take that. So if you've not been here for one of these before, this particular scale is a talking scale. So when I get on a scale and when I get my weight measured, you should be able to hear what the number is. I'll repeat it anyway, but you won't need to see it because it will say what the number is. And this scale is pretty accurate. It's called XL700 and it's by a company called My Way. So XL700 talking scale if you want to get this one yourself. But yeah, you'll be able to hear it the way it is. Come on, let's go. Let's do this, guys. Get right, gang. Welcome to week 16 of my live weighing series on YouTube. Last week I was 456.8 pounds. Let's find out what I weigh this week. Hello. What it do? It's ready. Let's go, guys. Last week was 456.8. £453.0. Okay, 453.0. So that is a 3.8 pounds drop. That is not too bad. Let's do it again. £453.4. This time 53.4. I'm gonna do it one more time. Because that was completely different. I like to try it again consistent. £453.8. Now it's 0.8. It's all over the place today, guys. I've got about 3 completely different readings. So I'm just going to take the one in the middle. We're going to do the weight for this week, 453.4 pounds. So that is a 3.4 pound drop. Yeah, 3.4 pound drop this week. So not the biggest number, but it's a pretty decent number. So I'll take it. Let's talk about 3.4 pounds. A little bit lower. I'll take that. No, a little bit lower. All right, so a £3.4 drop this week. I just took the middle, the number in the middle of all three weigh-ins. £3.4 drop this week. Not the biggest drop, but also not terrible. I'll be honest, guys. I did have a cheat meal this week. Terrible. I had one cheat meal, but I also worked out 6 times this week. I didn't go crazy. I didn't miss gym sessions. I had one rest day and worked out every other day. So despite the cheat meal, I did my best to make up for it. And £3.4 drop is not terrible. I'll take that. It's a pretty decent pace. Not the usual, not some of the crazy numbers we've seen before, but it's still pretty good. So, yeah, I did kind of give in to cravings at one point this week, but I did my best to make up for it. And I'll take those £3.4. Next week should be much better, hopefully. But all that's left to do is keep pushing, guys. Very close to those 440s now. I'm going to make sure to hit those next week. So stay tuned, guys. Let's keep pushing and let's get right. Yeah. Let's talk. Question time, guys. Give me some questions. £3.4 this week. Down to 53. 453. All right. If you've got some questions for me, guys, feel free to hit me up in the chat and I'll get to answering them. I see you guys saying well done. Sylvie says yes. Charlene says brilliant. Mundo says go on, G. Nathan says well done. Dula says congratulations, you did good consistently. Laporte says you're brave to do this live on YouTube. Could say that. Bilo says good work. Penguin says congratulations. Miss P says well done, you're getting there. Joe Summer says well done, Jamal, you're losing, and that's all that matters. Stay blessed. Nathan says, what's your diet and how many meals do you have a day? I have 1 meal a day, and my diet is mostly fish and vegetables or chicken breast and vegetables with some seasoning and some flavors. But the calorie count is somewhere between 1,000 and 1,500 a day. Sometimes I add shirataki noodles as well, something called glass noodles, which is a very, very low carb and very low calorie noodle. Look that up if you don't know. Called shirataki noodles. You can find those in your local health shop or Amazon. Katrina says, hi, Jamal, good job. Joe Summer, Sylvie says, that's right. Lady T says, what was your cheat meal? My cheat meal was chicken wings and French fries and mayonnaise. We do eat mayonnaise with fries over here, if you guys don't know. Some of you might think that's disgusting. Some of you might think, I kind of want to try that. Well, we do have that here. So chicken wings and mayonnaise, I really just wanted it. And I was prepared to do what I needed to do to get the weight off and get the carbs off and get the water weight off afterwards. So that's what I did. So yeah, it could have been a much bigger number if I didn't do that. But sometimes you just got to get it out of your system. So this was one of them weeks where I was just craving it real badly. And I was like, yeah, I'm just going to have it and then I'm going to get the weight off anyway. So that's what I did. But it's not going to be a habit. Don't worry, guys. Sky Blue says, you've done good, Jamal. Thank you, Sky. Bello says, how did you start off? What do you mean by that, Bello? How did I start losing weight? If that's what you mean, the first thing I did to start losing weight was just clean my house. I just cleaned my kitchen. And if you watch my early videos, you'll see it all. I talked about everything I did. So just watch the early videos and you might get some tips from that. Lepore says, what's your overall goal in weight? My goal for this stage of my weight loss journey is to get to 230 pounds. Currently, I'm 453, so it's a long way to go. I'm going to try to get to 230 pounds. So a lot of work to do, but so far, so good, man. Mark says, a win is a win. Congratulations, G. Yep, 3.4 pound down. Could have said 3.8, but we was getting some weird numbers, so we just went with 3.4. It doesn't really matter at the end of the day because we're just going to take this 1 week at a time. Sky Blue says cheat days are required sometimes. Yeah, I suppose maybe, but I'm not gonna go crazy and start having cheat meals every week. But that was my first cheat meal in like 5 or 6 weeks, by the way. Yeah, in like 5 or 6 weeks, that was my first cheat meal. So it's not a bad streak. I'll take that. Tia says if the cravings are getting that bad, it may be time to incorporate some healthy homemade versions. To be honest, I don't even know if it's cravings as much as it is just being hungry all the time and being so used to having those things. Because I'm obviously in such a massive calorie deficit, I'm losing on average 5 pounds a week on average. So it's a pretty big deficit. So I'm always going to be hungry. And because I'm always hungry and I'm still used to eating bad things, that's always going to be a risk. But it was the first time I had it in like 5 or 6 weeks. So that's not a bad streak at all. And we're still losing weight consistently. I didn't gain weight this week, still lost a decent amount, 3.4. So I'm relatively content with that. M7 Moose says, congrats, bro. Thank you for inspiring me to lose 120 kg. Now I'm just 100 kg. Thanks to you. Thank you, man. I appreciate the compliment and the recognition. But well done to you, man. I didn't do that. You did that yourself. So hats off to you, my G. Good job. Keep pushing as well. Sky Blue says, did you do more cardio or strength this week? Good question. I did a whole bunch of cardio this week. I'm not sure if I even did weights this week. I can't remember doing it that much. Maybe I did, but I don't remember off the top of my head. But yeah, I did a lot of cardio this week because I had a heavy carb cheat meal. I had to get those carbs off because you guys probably know this, but when you have a bunch of carbs, it holds a bunch of water. So my weight was very high during the week and I had to get it down. So it was a whole bunch of sweat. Trust me. But we did it. We are at to 453 pounds this week. It's a successful week despite the cheat meal. And that's what it was. It was a cheat meal. It wasn't even a cheat day. And it was definitely not a cheat week. So it's not the worst thing ever, but it's not going to be a habit. Trust me. Right now, I'm going to have some sugar-free flavored water. And this is just 2 calories per serving. 2 calories per serving. So if you're wondering what I'm having, that's what that is. I typically have either flavored water or spring water, fizzy water throughout the week. It just tastes much better than water, and I've got to drink a lot of water because I sweat so much, and it just tastes better. So I do like these sugar-free waters. I've got like 12 in the fridge right now. Gonna have quite a few tonight, that's for sure. All right. Big Glenn says, have you tried intermittent fasting? Yes, Big Glenn. I intermittent fast every single day because I only eat once a day. I have one meal a day, which means my window for fasting is like, depends how quick I eat, like 23 and a half hours every day. And sometimes I do like I didn't eat yesterday. I haven't eaten today yet. I'm gonna have some fruit right now. So this is the first thing I'm gonna be eating since Friday. So typically on the weekends I do a little bit of an extended fast, sometimes most of the time. And then in the week I eat once a day. So I'm always fasting to answer that question. And Nathan says, what's your fasting window? Literally just said that. I eat once a day. So my window on average is 23 and a half hours, depending how quickly I eat. And what I eat is typically, fizzy water. Typically eat some protein, so either fish and or chicken breast with some vegetables or some shirataki glass noodles, which are not proper noodles, they're like super low calorie. And then I'll have a protein shake as well, or a protein bar, depending on what kind of protein I want. I try and eat around 200 grams of protein every day, and I try to keep the calories under 1,500 every day. Before you guys ask me about that. Ennis says, cheat meal well deserved. Thank you, Ennis. I appreciate that, man. That's love right there. Yeah, I had one cheat meal first time in weeks, and I'm still averaging losing £5 a week. And today I lost 3.4. So I didn't let the cheat meal take over. I didn't like go on some crazy binge and then quit my whole channel again. That is not happening ever again, guys. We're gonna be consistent with this. 16 weeks in so far. Don't plan on stopping. Won't be no cheat meal this week, tell you that. Sylvie says, the weeks are flying by so fast. You're keeping on your regime and it's working. That's what's up. Yeah, I mean, I didn't know this was going to work as well as it's been working. It's been very successful. The Instagram is going crazy. I got like 120,000 followers on Instagram already. I got about 110,000 on TikTok. YouTube goes up every day. It's on almost 7,000 now. The stream numbers are doing well. Yeah, sponsorship deals. I was in the newspaper. There's other stuff going on which I can't even tell you right now. Things in the pipeline which you'll find out about when it's time. But it is ridiculous what is happening, man. I did not plan or anticipate any of this. I was just going to put some videos online and lose some weight and see how it goes. But the response has been incredible from people all over the world, people like you guys, as well as companies. Everybody just wants me to succeed. There's been very few haters. I very rarely see a negative comment that I have to delete or block nowadays. It's just like 99.9999% love. And that is what's helping me to stay on track, because if you guys weren't watching this and nobody cared, I would have probably given up by now. I would have probably gone back to my old ways. But with so many people supporting me and watching what I'm doing and the power that this thing has and it's going to have, there's no way I can fail, man. There's no way I can let you guys down or myself. So without you guys, I don't know if this will be possible. So you're literally helping me to change my life. And that is a crazy thing when you think about it. Because we don't know each other, but because of you, I'm becoming a different person, and I might not be able to do it without you. So, thank you all for that. Oh yeah, if you got questions, guys, hit me up. Victoria says just joined, but crazy drop you did there. Good job. Yep, £3.4 today. Not the biggest one, not the lowest one, but I did have a cheat meal this week, which I admitted to. So £3.4 is not terrible at all. Sherry says, "Hey, you're looking great." Thank you, Sherry. Appreciate the love. You think I'm looking great now? You better see me when I'm 230, boy. Woo. I'm gonna be a problem. Sandra says, "Everyone loves you." Thank you, Sandra. Appreciate that. If you guys have any questions about anything I've said or about my weight loss journey in general, feel free to ask. If not, then we might wrap up early. Miss P says, "When you achieve your goal, what's the first thing you will do?" I have no idea. What will I do? I don't know. I'd like to go on holiday. I definitely want to go on holiday. Go to a few different places. I don't know if that's the first thing I'll do. I'm not sure. I don't really plan that far ahead. I just take it day by day, take it one day at a time. So it's still a long way from now. Like my God, the way the pace I'm going, I'll probably hit my goal weight sometime next summer. But I expect the pace to slow down as well. Like I'm not gonna keep losing £5 a week. So realistically, I'll probably hit my goal maybe next autumn or early winter next year. Realistically, maybe sooner. We'll see. But yeah, I don't know what I plan to do. I don't even know what I plan to do tomorrow, if I'm honest with you. So yeah, one day at a time, you know. Sandra says it's a two-way street. We are helping each other. 100%. 100%. Yeah. We are all helping each other out. So it's a community, isn't it? Get right, gang. It's a community. Tina says, "Hey, Jamal. Hey, Tina. Thanks for joining. Hope you've had a great week too. I had a good one. £3.4 down this week, despite having a cheat meal. But I made up for it. I compensated, went extra hard with the carbs, with the calorie burns, with the cardio. That's the word I was looking for. With the cardio, I made up for it, compensated, and lost 3.4 this week. James says, "Love your consistency and transparency." Thank you very much, James. Yeah, I try to be as transparent as possible because I know it just makes it more relatable, and people can see themselves in my shoes, and so it just allows me to provide more value by being transparent. Like if I was hiding things, or like for example today I had a cheat meal. If I didn't tell you guys about it, I'm not providing you a good service, because I want you guys to see like what is possible, what is actually really going on. I lost £3.4 this week despite a cheat meal, so that shows you can still lose weight despite not being perfect. It's not about perfection; it's just consistency. Sylvia says, "Are you liking the fish dishes more?" Yeah, that I really like salmon. Salmon is so tasty, but it's also not the best food for weight loss because it's quite like a salmon has twice as many calories as as chicken breast. Like the same portion size of salmon, if you take that same portion size of salmon as you do chicken breast has literally half the amount of calories in it. Although salmon tastes so good, but if I had chicken breast, I could eat twice as much and have the same calories. So chicken breast is still better, but salmon tastes great. So there's swings and roundabouts. Tina says you're doing great. Thank you, Tina. Peaceful says congratulations, you're doing it. Thank you, Peaceful. LOB says, do you play rugby? Nope, I don't play rugby. I did play American football back in the day, but no rugby. James says, sorry, keep going at your own pace. I went from 4:25 to 2:30. Wow, well done, James. So you basically got to where I'm trying to get to. Good job, brother. Awesome. I'm proud of you. Yep. So it can be done, guys. 4:25 to 2:30. Lost basically £200. That's awesome. Well done. William says, hello. Hello, William. What's up? Hope you've had a good week. Sylvie says, if you're in a calorie deficit, most days a cheat meal won't cause much damage. That's what I'm saying. It was, like I said, it was a cheat meal. It wasn't a cheat day, and it definitely wasn't a cheat week. It was just one meal, and after that, it was back to work. I still exercised six days out of 7 this week. So yeah, it could have been bad. I could have, if I had let that cheat meal get to me and started getting addicted to carbs again, it would have been a problem. But that didn't happen, and it's not going to. Shomu says, "Do you like watermelon?" Actually, Shomu, I have 4 mini watermelons in my fridge right now, and I'm gonna munch them as soon as the stream's done. The only reason I'm not gonna do it on stream is because watermelon is really messy, and it's not gonna be a good look. So I just have some easy peel tangerines here. But yep, watermelon's one of my favorite things to eat after a weigh-in because my water weight is depleted, so I've got to get my hydration back up. And that's one of my favorite ways to do it is watermelon. So yeah, big fan of watermelon. It's a great weight loss food because it's really low in calories but really dense in like in the quantity, the size. So you can eat a bunch of watermelon and it'll be super low in calories, super high in vitamins, and very hydrating too. One of the best foods for weight loss, period, is watermelon, and also berries and strawberries too. So can't recommend them enough. I got a bunch in my fridge, and I'm gonna go off on some watermelon. Jojo says, I missed the weigh-in. How did you do? I lost 3.4 pounds this week, Jojo. I am 453.4 pounds now. So it's a 3.4 pound drop this week. Keep on going forward, bro. Boys, we're gonna keep going forward, boys and girls. Can't find my shoes says easy, bro. Following you on your journey. Thumbs up. Thanks for the support, man. Appreciate that. Says keep going. Yeah, we'll do. James says, are you high on protein intake? I aim for around 200 grams of protein every day, maybe 200 to 210. I always weigh my protein source, and I have protein shake as well. But with protein shake, it comes with a scooper, so I just know how many scoops to have, and I typically have 4 scoops of whey protein, and for my protein source, whether it's fish or chicken breast, I just weigh it out, and I try and make sure that my protein for the day is around 200. So with chicken breast, I normally have 500 grams of chicken breast, and then 4 scoops of protein shake, and that usually gives me around 200 grams of protein. That's my aim for every day. Peaceful says, do you do OMAD? Yes, I eat once a day. Sylvie says, do you drink hot teas or coffee? Not really. I mean, sometimes I have some lemon and ginger tea, and I have that sometimes. Coffee, I don't really like coffee. I know some people are like addicts for coffee. Personally, I'm not one of them. Maybe I will be someday, but I'm not a big fan. But yeah, I've got lemon and ginger tea. I have that sometimes as well. Jojo says, keep smashing these pounds. Super proud of you. Will do. Thank you for the support. Chomu says fried chicken or grilled chicken, which is good. Come on, man. You know the answer to that. Come on, bro. Grilled chicken is way more healthy and better for weight loss than fried chicken because it's just much lower in calories. Fried chicken has significantly more calories because of the oil it's cooked in, and if it's got skin on it, like the skin, then no, that's got extra carbs as well. That also depends on what the skin's made out of. It could be flour, it could be breadcrumbs, it could be other things. But yeah, grilled chicken is much healthier for weight loss. In moderation, though, like, you could have fried chicken as well. In moderation, if you're counting calories, you could have it for sure. Just don't go crazy. Smile says, "How much have you lost in total?" I believe I've lost 83 pounds now in total. If my correct calculations are correct, I've lost 83 pounds. Where's my mic? Are you guys hearing me? You can hear me fine? My mic is literally over there. And you guys can hear me fine? I literally just realized that my mic is like way over there. And can you guys hear me? That's weird. Tina says we hear you well. Oh, that's funny. I don't know what that's about. 'Cause my mic is like all the way on the other side of the kitchen, but okay, I'll take it. Whatever. Good, great. Yeah, good questions, guys. I'm just eating some tangerines, and when the stream's done, I'm gonna have a bunch of watermelon. But it's just really messy to eat watermelon, so I'm not gonna do it on the stream. And lots of water as well. And people ask me, when do I take days off? When do I take days off? They just think I just work out every day. No, I typically take Mondays off. So I'm not gonna go to the gym tonight. So you could say Sunday night's my day off. I won't go gym tonight. I won't go gym on Monday, but I might go on Tuesday morning. So yeah, typically my days off is right after the weigh-in. I'll take a day off and I'll just hydrate and have fruit and some food as well. So yeah. Okay, I think that's about everything. I think we've got all the questions in and all the comments in. Sylvia says, "Do you find fizzy water helps your hydration better than still water?" I just prefer the taste. I can drink more of it because it tastes better. So because I sweat so much, I want to rehydrate, and because I can drink more of it, it's much better for me. So it just helps me to keep going forward. LMAO says, "What up, gang? What up, L?" Big Mike says, "Any fasting?" Yes, I eat once a day, Big Mike. I have 1 meal a day, so I fast every single day. But yeah, that's it, guys. I'm gonna end the stream here. Thank you guys for the support. It's been another successful week, despite the cheat meal. Another successful week. Almost in those 440s, almost halfway through the 400s. I just realized that. £3 away from being halfway through the 400s. And now we're going to look to those 300s, man. This is crazy. I haven't been in the £300 range for, oh gosh, how long has it been? Maybe like 6 years at this point. Yeah, I think about 6 years since I was in the 300s. That's crazy. I'm going to be at my lowest weight in 6 years very, very soon in the coming weeks. So we got that to look forward to. But yeah, let's keep pushing, guys. Thank you guys for the support as always. I'm going to keep doing my part. Again, wasn't the best week, but I tried to make up for it and compensate with extra work, and we lost £3 this week. Hopefully we'll lose even more next week. Hopefully we get into the 440s next week. And I say hopefully, but that is the plan. And that's what I'm going to work for. It's not hope. It's just effort and consistency. So let's keep pushing, guys. Thank you all for the support. Thank you all for the love. I'm going to be back next week, same time, same place for week 17. Hope to see you guys all there. Hope you have a great week yourselves. Keep pushing and keep working hard on your individual journeys too. And let's keep this movement going strong. I will see you next week. Thank you, guys. Let's keep pushing.